Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be discussing the Blue Hive guide. So, let's get right into it. The last few videos I covered were to build up to this. So, I know in my last video I said I don't like people who do Blue Hive guides, but I figured I'm going to do it differently so everybody will understand that everybody's different. Everybody has different gear, different amulets, and everybody's hive is going to be different. So let's get right into it. Let's first cover the amulets because I feel like that's a significant part. So I have a perfect 5 out of 5 double passive pop guiding. So you're going to want pop star. If you can't get a double passive, it's okay because a couple months ago, before I switched to red and switched back to blue, I had a 4 out of 5 pop star. Sorry, I had a 4 out of 5 single pop star, and I made 25 trillion a day because I focused on my hive and not my amulets. So you're gonna want to focus more on your hive than your amulets. So don't go crazy rolling for 5 out of 5 double passive. So you're gonna want convert rate, pollen, critical chance, bee ability rate, and blue pollen. People run a double passive because you'll either want a pop guiding or a pop shower because it gives you extra capacity. Now, stick bug amulets. The highest you can get is a diamond. So, the 5 out of 5 is convert rate, monster respawn time, blue bee attack, pollen, and bomb pollen. Now, that's kind of controversial because some people will say blue pollen and blue bomb pollen are better, but in my opinion, it really just depends on what perspective you look at. So, if you're running sticker stack, let's go to leaderboards real quick. So, you get a bunch of tickets from all these different stuff. You'll get it from bees, you'll get it from uh, fields, you'll get it from like abilities, you'll get it from haste and buzz bombs. So that's why I think that regular pollen and regular bomb pollen are better. Because regular pollen affects everything, so it will affect all the pollen that your bees gather. So like the common bee pollen and the epic bee pollen, etc. And also the bomb pollen will also affect the buzz bomb pollen leaderboard. Let me find it real quick. Uh, well, I can't find it, but it does exist. So if you're running sticker stack, I'd advise you to get pollen and bomb pollen on it. And even if you don't, you will in the near future if you get serious about bee swarm. So I'd recommend you just have it because it doesn't make a noticeable difference if you're not running sticker stack, but it does if you do. So yeah, in my opinion, pollen, bomb pollen, the way to go. Alright, moon amulet. This is tricky. You can run white pollen on it. You can run bond for treats on it. You can even run regular pollen on it. That the second stat is very optional, but the first one is always going to be honey per pollen, because that's where you'll make all of your honey at the hive from your balloons. It multiplies with honey at hive. So you're going to want that. And I have white pollen because, I mean, I'm not wasting all my boon charms just to get it. So, I mean, I have a 3 stat one, which is very rare. So, in my opinion, I'd say the best one to do is ticket chance. If you have, if you do by a miracle get 3 stats on it like I did, ticket chance, pollen, or bond from treats. I'd say those are the two that white pollen isn't really that great. I just kind of have it, and then honey per pollen. The max you can get is 8 for that. All right, again, I'd have a perfect ant amulet. You want convert rate, critical chance, pollen, critical power, blue pollen, and white pollen. Don't stress it if you can't get white pollen. That's probably the most useless stat on here. I just have it because I happen to get it. All right, shell amulet. You're gonna want goo, convert amount, and regular pollen. The other fields really don't matter unless you're boosting in stump. Alright, Cog Amulet. It's kind of hard to get a 5 out of 5, even if it's diamond, so don't stress it. I have a 3 out of 5. It's kind of optional if you want to put Nectar or ability token lifespan on that. I probably should get ability token lifespan on it because I have a digital bee in my hive. But 5 out of 5 is capacity, bee attack or blue bee attack, blue pollen, bubble pollen, ability token lifespan, or nectar. It's really up to you. And then instant blue conversion. And the gear, gonna want the diamond mask, coconut belt or pedal belt. Uh, Gummy boots are not really that great anymore since they don't have convert rate at Hive on it anymore. And cobalt guard, just all of that, Oh, and I forgot, the king beetle amulet doesn't matter the fields unless you're going to be boosting in them. I'm not going to be boosting in them. Just try to get the highest convert amount on there and be attack. Alright, so let's look at the hive. Hive reveal, ta-da! So, I want you guys to keep in mind that this is not set. You do not need to copy this down from B to B. I have it because this is what works for me. This is personalized. Every hive is different. I have a taddle, so I don't have certain bees in there. So let me go through them and let me explain why each bee is critical to my composition. It might be different for yours. And this is exactly why my last video was very important as well. The webhook in the Discord, it gives you charts. So I made my composition off of those charts. So at the beginning, I was overfilling, so I added cobalt. So then I was underfilling, so I added windy bee. So this right here is just solely based on my charts. So I highly recommend, if you're trying to be serious about Blue Hive, I would definitely recommend going to check out my other video on my channel about the webhook in the Discord channel. So basic bee, because that pollen, it is needed by every single hive. Bumblebee, for the capacity in the blue bomb, and it's a blue bee type. Cool bee, it's a blue bee type. Blue pollen, and it has the blue boost, which activates the pop star. Looker bee, for the critical power and the focus. And Stubborn bee, for the ability token lifespan. Alright, so you may notice why I'm making a big deal about each gifted blue bee type. And it's because of this right here. If you go to Gathering Bubbles, you can see that it says plus 15% per gifted blue bee type from Bubbles. And Bubbles are meta right now because blue just got changed. I wouldn't say nerfed, it got changed. So Bubbles are now filling up your balloons more. So that's crucial to have every single blue bee type in your hive. At least if you're not overfilling. Bucko bee for the blue boost and that 20 blue field capacity. Commander bee for Buzz Bomb, which is good if you're running sticker stack. Even if you're not, it is a bee you will 100% need for the critical chance of the focus. Frosty bee for the blue boost and the blue bomb, and this is pretty helpful with blue bomb pollen. Shocked bee. This is a little controversial. Well, a lot of blue hives run it, but I've been thinking about removing it during honey day because this just could cause overfill. I was thinking about replacing it with exhausted bee, but I'll leave a comment down below if anything changes in my perspective. Again, it's everyone is going to be different. Every single hive is going to be different. But I think it's a kind of a useful because of the token link and the haste. I run Winnie Bee, so it is pretty good. Alright, now, down to the legendary bees. Diamond Bee is one of the most important bees. It has convert rate on it. Blue boost, which activates Pop Star. I run 3 music bees because of my Beequips, which I will show you later. but you should run like 3 to 4 music bees. It has melody, which is critical, focus, which is you'll need it, and token link, you'll also need that. Ninja bee because of the haste and the blue bomb pus, and the 5% bee move speed, which is good for the tadpoles. They're very slow, and if you run digital bee, it's also kind of slow too. All right, I run 17 buoyants. Some people run 16, some people run 18. I run 17. Because I also have digital bee, which will dupe the balloons. Don't run digital bee, by the way, if you do not have a custom pattern for it. Just a little heads up. Or if you're not going to be doing a lot of macroing, you're just going to be boosting this bee's miss, I'd recommend having it in your hive. But yes, 17 buoyants. I do not run a fuzzy bee. Now, if you're underfilling, this is a good bee to have. Like you can see over here, my friend, he runs fuzzy bee because he was underfilling, which he found out he was underfilling because of the charts that he looked at from the webhook. If you don't know how to do that, maybe one video back, 2 videos back, I made a video how to do that. So go check it out. It's very helpful for blue hives. But yeah, I don't run it because I have a tadpole. Tadpole bee, you'll need 9 to 11 of them, I believe. That's what the meta is right now. I run 9. And my pop star is activating frequently, so that does mean that 9 is perfect for me. It really depends on your charts again. Blue boost, the frog, it's basically a token link. Gifted ability, baby love. You don't want that for the 2 times pollen. Alright, now this is where it gets controversial, because everybody will run different event bees. I think everybody that spent money on the game has a bear bee. I think now you can get it without money because you can trade it with the vouchers. So that's very, very cool that Onnit did that. But yeah, you always need a bear bee. Okay, again, every blue hive is different. I run Cobalt bee because it's a gifted blue bee type. The instant blue conversion is good for if you're overfilling. And the blue pulse is actually kind of good now because look at that. If gifted, the pulse also causes bees to instantly convert pollen equal to 25% of their convert amount. So that is good, especially since you have like 40 plus bees that are blue in your hive. So like convert your whole backpack if I believe. Yeah, I believe so, yeah. And the blue bomb sink is also good for the sticker stack if you're trying to get on the white pollen leaderboard, which I don't think you'll probably do, but this is also good for the buzz bombs too, because the buzz bombs will collect the blue pollen. All right, digital bee. I would not recommend using digital bee if you do not have a custom pattern. I have Alto Pine Shift, so I run it. It's a good pattern. Don't run it if you don't have a lot of drives on it. You need at least 500 blue drives and 250 white drives. I saw some video with somebody crazy. They said like 200 plus glitch drives. That takes hours. That's insane, man. And honestly, I still collect a lot of dupe tokens from Digital Bee. So, I'm just saying. Alright. Festive Bee for that convert rate at high. Festive Gift is really, really good. So, yeah. And also, I have the Beequip for the Festive Mark. Gummy Bee, 100% needed. Honey per pollen. The Glob and the Gum Barrage. It's okay. Not the best. Alright. Some people will hate me for this, but I do run Puppy Bee because it pairs up perfectly with the Digital Bee. Because it has Bee Gather Pollen and the move speed. 2 things that Digital Bee really needs because the Bee Gather Pollen affects the Smiley tokens from Digital Bee. It'll make it collect more. And plus, speed difference. Really good for the tadpoles, really good for the Digital Bee. Alright, Tabby Bee. Always needed. 50% critical power. Not debatable. Alright. Another debatable thing, Vicious Bee. I think it's good to have during Beesmas because when you're macroing in Pine, you'll kill that werewolf. Negative 15% monster respawn times. That's more snowflakes, and that's more gingerbreds for you. And Gifted Bluebee type, it will give you more bubble pollen. And the Blue Bomb Plus. This is the only ability that will drop if you're not attacking something. So, in the last update, bubble bombs got changed. It used to be every single, like, 5 bombs or something, and there was no cooldown. Now it's every 25th bomb, and there is a cooldown. So, it will help you activate it faster. That's why I run it. Now, another controversial, Windy Bee. I don't think many people understand how good Windy Bee is. Especially, I know a lot of Blue Hive say, "Oh, it deflates your balloons." Well, if you put a Gather mutation on the Windy Bee, then it will actually collect more than it deflates into honey tokens. And White Boost, it does affect having the activate the pop star. So it's also very good for that. Instant white conversion, if you're underfilling, is also very good. I mean, overfilling, sorry. Um, but also, it helps with your honeybee quests, and it'll help pop more bubbles if you don't, especially if you don't have the petal wand or the tide popper. This is definitely a good bee to have. So, yeah. Let's go to the uh, Beequip case, and I'll show you what I have. Alright, I have a toy horn for extra melody, bee ability pollen. I have a kazoo for extra melody again. I have lip balm. I don't really have that great of one. I'm trying to get a better one, but still bubble pollen. Elf cap for honey at hive, convert rate at hive. Another one. Snow tiara for white field capacity, which actually affects pine tree because it has white flowers, and blue field capacity, which is good. And then cover mount, convert rate at hive, also very good. You're gonna want 2 pine cones for the pine tree forest pollen and capacity. Reindeer antlers for capacity. You can get capacity on it, and it has a focus ability, which helps stack your focus, and the reindeer fetch, which will give up to 1.1 times capacity. So that's another reason why I run Puppy Bee. Festive Wreath, you can get capacity on it, and it's just a good ability to have. Candy Ring, Honey at Hive, and Honey Pergoo, and yeah, another pine cone. So yeah, that covers about everything. Yo, and also with the Beequips, I'd say if you have an extra slot, then what I would recommend is probably you can do a whistle. I actually have a whistle with super fit power, but I'm still kind of experimenting with the Beequips. Or you can do the hat, the yellow hat. Let me see if it's in the shop. Oh, you can also do one of these. This is also really good. And you can do a beret. Yeah, they don't have it, but it's like a yellow hat. It's like a straw hat or something, which gives white field capacity, which actually does affect pine tree. So it's also a good option. Another good option is if you have a paperclip with B ability rate or ability token lifespan, that's also another solid option. So let's talk nectars. Uh, you're gonna want motivating, comforting, refreshing, satisfying. You don't need to have invigorating if you don't have the 3 endgame planners. Now let's talk about balloon blessing. How did I get it so high? Well, this isn't even that high for me. What I do is I use RoboBear challenge to get a high balloon blessing. If you want a tutorial how to do that, uh, leave a comment down below and I'll definitely show you how to do that. And yeah, you just get a bunch of capacity buffs. You end it, and for the next 15 minutes, you have like no deflation at all. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Alright, so that about wraps it up. One thing I forgot to mention is the mutations. So everything bar except for buoyant bees. You can have bar on buoyant bees, but convert mount's also good. Convert mount also good on here, but bar is better on tadpoles. Convert mount's better on buoyant bees. It's actually kind of even, to be honest. You're gonna want bar, convert mount, bar or gather. If you're gonna be doing more boosting, I'd say you put gather on here. But if not, then put bar. If you're macroing, put bar. Bar, convert amount, convert amount. I'd say convert amount because especially if you have your tabula maxed out, it's gonna be converting a lot. I'd say bar for this ability right here and gather. But if if your balloons aren't deflating that much, then I'd say bar. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you need macro buddies, and that's another part by the way, you need 3 to 4 macro partners. If you need macro partners, feel free to join my Discord server. We actually ping when people need macro partners, so that's an easy way to find macro partners. Especially if you don't have a Tadalt, you will not make anything by yourself. You need the balloons and the bubbles in your field. Balloons for the balloon aura gives extra pollen and honey from tokens, so that's very beneficial. So yeah, you definitely need macro partners. So feel free to join the Discord, link in the description. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask in the comments. Yeah, I'll see you guys later.